Hey, welcome back to the video. This is part 3, and I'll start off by showing you a couple of mistakes that I made in the ordering process of components. Just beware that the year models are very similar but yet somewhat different from year to year. So be sure that whenever you are ordering a component that or using a component, that you know the exact year model of it, hopefully the part number of that component, so you can identify the correct year. I'll tell you about this, a few examples I had. Actually, this problem was actually my oversight. I thought that the fork guards on all of the 2006 and up would be the same, and I'm not sure why, but I selected a 2006 YZ250 as the bike when I selected the fork guards. But 2006, 2007, they were the same. 2008, 2009, they were different. So, and quite a bit different. So, on the Saturday night before the ride, I'm trying to get this stuff all on, and these things are way off. They don't fit. So I had to fabricate them to make them work. The disc side, it's not much different. There's just a little bit difference in where the hole was. Everything else lined up. But on the other side, which, you know, luckily this side does not have any real stress on it. It's more just a guard. But I had to actually, you know, this hole's not used. I had to create, you know, put these two holes in it and move this hole pretty significantly. But I'll show you what that looks like. It actually looked pretty good. So I was waiting to put my decals. I didn't waste my decals on these. I put them on the new guards. Looks like they're on there pretty straight. We'll see how it works. I didn't notice this whenever I first received this oversized disc, but the WR disc is actually what I received, and I don't remember selecting a WR. I have never selected a WR for anything in my life, so there's a difference. Essentially, this is the same as the older models. You can see the difference, the distance between the two mounting holes, where on the newer one it's a little bit shorter. Since I have this issue and I want to ride, what I've done is I took this old rotor and had it on the wheel, but I took a file and did my best to grind these edges down smooth, and hopefully it'll work okay without destroying my brake pads. But hopefully next week I'll get this replaced with the new one. Finally, it's Saturday afternoon and this thing is ready to ride. I'm going to go ride in the morning. You can see I've got it all done. I've got the new forks. Got some nice decals on the side. Looks better than that other stuff that was on there. Got my original my number plate and my fender and new bars. These bars are a little bit further forward than the old 250, and they're actually at the normal position where it's even with the bars, so it's in the 0 position under here. So I'm gonna get used to riding like that a little more. I think it'll help me a little bit. The old bars, maybe from the 90s, were a little bit further back generally, so this will put it up more up over the front. Maybe I can steer a little better. Everything else is ready to go. I got my new tires on there. This side you can see the new shock is all there. I've got my Race Tech spring on. That's, you know, for my weight. And good to go. I did have to do a little modification, kind of improvised for the weekend, but I'll get the correct ones for it and get my decals on the new ones, probably next week. So, all right, it's ready to fire up. I'm out at Moto 40. I made some adjustments on the rebound. I had it set stock at 10 and 10, and it will seem to be a little quick on the rebound, so I went 2 in to 8 on the shock. You notice on this shock, the rebound adjuster you can't get to without compressing it. I think on the old one it was just a little bit higher. You can get to it, but that's no big deal. Just take it off the stand to do that. Also, I felt it a little bit harsh at times whenever it would hit hard on the front, so I was set at 10. So I went N2 on the compression also, just to try to keep it up higher in the stroke. Other than that, I didn't really notice really much difference in the bars. Otherwise, it felt pretty good. The tires definitely helped a lot. Seemed to stick really well. Could have been the suspension too. So more to come. I was pretty pleased with the shocks today. I did make some adjustments. I told you that I was at the track. I made some adjustments to the rebound, and that seemed to work a bit better. I don't know if I should maybe go a little bit further and just see how it does. But but then also on the front, it would bottom somewhat. I could feel that harshness sometimes. Not near as bad as the old 99 forks, but I could still feel it at times. And what I heard and understand about these is that that's not really caused by being too stiff. It's caused by being too soft, because it goes too far down into the stroke where it does have a lot more resistance. So ideally you want to keep it more in the other part of the upper part of the stroke. So I actually went in 2 clicks on the compression, and I didn't notice that. So kind of strange, but the way that works. But it was seemed to work. So still probably not completely dialed in. These shocks were set up soft, whatever that means. But I do like the way it rides, especially in ruts. It seemed to track a lot better in the ruts, except when I crashed. And It also seemed to ride a little higher in the rut. So it's like I didn't feel like I was like sinking into the rut as bad. So I think that's just from the stiffer springs in the forks more than anything. One of the biggest pain in the butts with this project has been replacing this rotor. Somehow, whenever I was selecting a YZ250F 2008 in the order process, it threw in a WR450F as the model, and I didn't catch that. I didn't catch it on the order. I didn't catch it on when I got the stuff. You know, unpacked it, finally got it all getting ready to go back together, and of course it didn't fit because this adapter is a lot smaller on the 2008. And so I call Rocky Mountain. I try to see what they can do. Can they send me a different bracket? Can they do this? Can they do that? They said, basically, we don't have a bracket that we can sell you for that. And so you would have to order the whole wheel. And by the way, we will not return this because you've already put it on. So long story short, I looked around and I found a braking model, 270 millimeter disc adapter. Okay, so I put that on, and actually with the old rotor, I had the same problem. So I was thinking it was, you know, something else, but the problem I've had is these retaining clips hit the rotor, and it puts a mark right here and up here where the rotor hits the clip. So I've done a number of different things. I've bent this thing up, I've bent the tabs, I've looked online, I've done everything I can think of. So I'm gonna try cutting this and cutting this top off. Hopefully it'll still work. But like I said, it's been a pain in the ass. I know that it is the clip because I can take the clip out and I have no rubbing at all. And then I can see on the clip where it's been rubbing. So either the braking bracket is just a little bit shorter. Maybe the braking rotor is a little bit smaller diameter than the tusk rotor, or something. I'm not sure what it is, or else these things, they just make them very, very tight, and these clips get in the way of the larger rotors. I'm not sure what it is. So if you got any ideas, let me know, so next time I don't do it again. But anyway, we'll see how this works. I got my correct fork guards in place, and also the Cycra disc guard, and got my decals on and got them cut to where part of it's on this and part of it's on these. On my old one, I had one that went all the way down, and then the guard covered up half of it. So I said, hey, I'm gonna do this right next time. So that looks a lot better. I got the disc finally working. I did have to manipulate that clip a little bit. I had in the last clip I showed where it was cut off. That really didn't work. That clip wanted to move around in there. So essentially I had to redesign that clip where it was a bit shorter, but it would still catch on both edges of the caliper, so that it didn't move whenever it's in there. Could make a mess, but still haven't ridden it. Hopefully after I ride it, that clip will still be in place. So we'll see how that works. Thanks for watching all 3 of the videos in the series for the SSS suspension build. I hope to have more tech content coming up soon. Also, some more riding videos. I need to get out and ride this thing. So if you would, please like and subscribe. I would appreciate it. It'll help the channel grow a little bit. And maybe, like I said earlier, maybe one day I'll have a real moto channel. So thanks a lot.